Hi, fellow YouTubers. Alex G again. Super excited. I got some good news and some bad news. First, the good news. I get to do another product review on Craft Holsters. I've recently taken delivery of this absolutely beautiful Craft holster. It's made in black leather. They even monogrammed it for me. It's for my CZ75 SP01 Shadow. Big, heavy gun. Heavier than my Magnum, in fact. And I just love this new holster. It's like artwork. It really is. Can you see this? It's supple. It's super tough, well crafted. And it's elegant and soft and pliable. And the break-in period was very easy on it. And I just love this new holster. It was sent to me by Al. I'd like to take this opportunity to give Sandra, Claret, and Al a shout out. Thank you so much, Al, my friend, for sending me this holster. I want to give you some background on how I was introduced to Craft holsters, and I'll get into this a little more and tell you about the bad news at the end of the video. I was looking for a holster for a very rare gun, Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. My wife introduced me to Craft holsters. She was online. She said, you ought to check this out. We ordered the holster, nylon speed holster. Came in good order. And I used this gun in competition, PPC. Turned out really good. Then I got this awesome speed holster for my M&P 9 to replace the Blade Tech that I was using that I wasn't crazy about. Al also sent me this awesome mag pouch, which is really functional because it's pliable and it hugs the hip and it holds the magazines nice and snug. He also sent me this awesome belt that I'm going to try out in the new season of competition. Now, Al asked me what kind of holster I'd like for my CZ, because I've been using this IMI, Israeli Military Industries holster, which is really cool, and I've used this in competition. It's a great holster. It's adjustable for angle of draw, but it's plastic, and it's cold. And I really wouldn't characterize this holster as elegant or beautiful. It's super functional and super tough, and I really like it. But because this CZ is even heavier than this Magnum, when Al offered me another holster, I didn't want to go with the nylon speed holster. I wanted to go old school. So I requested a leather comfort holster. Now they've got all kinds of different holsters made in leather for all kinds of different guns. And sure enough, a few weeks later, I get this absolutely badass, old school piece of art. This is artwork. And like I said, they monogrammed it for me. And I just love this thing. It fits so perfect. And it's elegant and it's beautiful. And it reminds me of all the wonderful years I spent shooting with my dad and other officers at the police college, because they all had, and this is like 100 years ago, they all had old school gear like this. And now I've got this beautiful Craft holsters, black leather comfort holster with my initials on it to boot. Thank you so much, Al. Seriously, folks, this is an absolutely beautiful piece of work. Stamped, of course, embossed with the Craft holsters and Falco logos. Super tough. I mean, this is super tough. The stitching, perfect. The shape, perfect. The clasp, absolutely functional. And it's monogrammed. So I just love this thing. Now, I've said this before in my other couple of videos. Anybody in the shooting sports interested in a holster, you got to contact Craft Holsters. I just love their gear. I love my guns. And now, on to the bad news. Our Liberal government here in Canada has seen fit to table sweeping gun control measures. They've already banned the AR-15 rifle platforms, which breaks my heart because I used those rifles in competition and have had a lot of great times along with many of my colleagues and police officers with whom I practice. Now those rifles are banned. You can't take them out of your safe. They've just recently tabled Bill C-21. They want to ban handguns now. They're trying to give municipalities the right to ban handguns within their jurisdictions, which is, from my understanding, unconstitutional. The federal government in Canada cannot bypass provincial jurisdiction and grant criminal powers to the municipalities. So this is a big legal fight now. And what a shame it would be that the millions of us in Canada who have enjoyed this sport safely, the safest sport in Canada, might have to turn these into $1,000 paperweights, our clubs closing, our culture dismantled. And Canada has a well-established gun culture, 200 years of it. Guns helped to build North America. Canadian gun owners are some of the safest people, the least likely to commit crimes. We go through criminal background checks through CPIC via computer every morning. The criminals don't care about legislation or gun bans. A piece of paper isn't going to stop them from getting a handgun and using it in crime. It's been proven time and time again. But Bill C-21 targets legal gun owners. And all of this huge part of my life, and I have many important parts in my life, but this is certainly one of them. And it's a crying shame that we have to possibly go into a federal election this spring, and hopefully we can vote out the Liberal government and vote in, with a majority, a more firearms-friendly administration. And we'll see about that. We'll see. But in the meantime, Bill C-21 has not yet passed, and I'm going to continue enjoying my sport with passion. I'm going to continue enjoying these awesome Craft holster products. And this holster is just absolutely badass. I'm telling you, I just love it. It is so old school and constructed like, I don't know, the artisans who made this are just amazing. And I appreciate this so much. Al, thank you so much. My friend, I look forward to corresponding with you soon. And again, thanks. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Now, I mentioned this in my previous video. I'm just a super happy customer. I'm not employed by Craft Holsters. I don't work for them. They don't pay me. They just like my videos, and they're reaching out to the firearms community, and they're asking me to help them, and they're helping me. So it's like a mutual benefit. And I really appreciate my relationship with Craft Holsters. Al, thank you, my friend. I hope to hear from you soon. I'm gonna drop you a line and let you know how this works out at the range. Thank you so much. Anyways, thanks for your patience, folks. I'll have more videos to come. Alex G signing off.